if you learn and you will understand it. But more importantly, to know how to share and let more people succeed together. This is what we're all about. So finally, dear colleagues, just believe in yourself, take action, learn from others, success stories and everything. And apply them to your own situations. So every step of progress brings you one step closer to success. So stay true, stay strong, and stay with BG.
Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Smith, CEO of DSJEX. Over the past several years, cryptocurrency has gradually moved from a fringe concept into mainstream.
But is this Stephen Beard? That's my next question.
This isn't something that can be faked in the short term. It's a result of genuine step-by-step accumulation and the most convincing proof that we have. We don't need any other proofs. Days and a real accomplishment and success of our real people, they are here.
Is to learn the process. Once you understand the process, you understand how we get paid, you understand that the money that we made isn't coming from signing people up. You're actually making money from the market itself. It's the market that's paying us.
And even here in Beijing, we do appreciate it. What does this mean? This means the overall compliance of the platform data has been affected. So for this reason, the review process has been temporarily suspended. So currently, the review department has given clear restrictions. All users must complete account compliance processing and tax payment within 5 days. So the uniform standard is tax payment of 12% of the account balance.
So today it hit real, right? Right? So, first and foremost, right after I dropped that video, a lot of things started happening badly.
And we have to face some difficulties as well. Do not let any emotions to overcome you. Because our enemies are trying to use this disadvantage to their advantage right now. I understand it's not easy. You have anxiety and worries. So please, once again, maintain order. I'm here. I never left. So I'm still fighting for you. So everything will be normal.
It is official. I got this email today from Coinbase. It is an official email, as you can see right there. No taxes. You see that? You will not get it back. Oh my God, whoever paid the taxes or the fees. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. I guess it's going downhill.
Yo, is BG Wealth Sharing Group officially done? 3 days ago, the shit hit the fan.
So, y'all gonna want to see this. There was a document that was shared with me, basically saying that BG Wealth Sharing and Professor Stephen Beard would basically compensate or pay for any of the losses anybody experienced in the event that the account was hacked. All of these different things. All right, so here's the document. As you can see at the top, it says BG Wealth Sharing Ltd.
4 months now, we've been deep inside the world of BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX, a world built on fake trading, fake certificates, fake founders, and a whole lot of manipulation. We've already done 3 full deep dives. Part 1, exposing the mysterious Stephen Beard and proving he wasn't real. Part 2, tearing apart DSJEX and showing exactly why no trading was ever happening. Part 3, documenting the collapse, the panic, the frozen withdrawals, the websites going dark, the moment everything started to unravel, and the excuse of the century that they had been hacked. And now, welcome to part 4, the aftermath. Because the story didn't end when the app stopped working. It didn't end when the withdrawals froze. It didn't even end when the domain was seized by US federal law enforcement. Right now, we're watching the fallout in real time. Accounts have been seized, funds are locked, people tied to the operation have been arrested, and inside the community, there's a split, a very real, very painful divide. Some members are finally waking up and walking away. Others are doubling down, clinging to the fantasy, and even paying the new so-called 12% tax, a fee invented out of thin air to squeeze the last drops of money out of people who are already hurting. This is the part of the story where the scam is dead, but the psychological grip is still alive. This is where the manipulation becomes even clearer. And this is where we talk about what happens after the collapse, to the victims, to the promoters, and to the people who still believe. So today, we're breaking down the aftermath, what's been seized, who's been arrested, who's leaving, who's staying, and why some people are still trapped, even when the truth is right in front of them. This is Earl Batman Stringer. As you can see, he's a part of Team Go Mode. He's actually the owner, and they allegedly create online wealth together. He has just over 9,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, and as you can see, he has been documenting his journey at BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX. And he's uploaded some interesting videos over the last couple days, so I thought we would take a look.
Yo, is BG Wealth Sharing Group officially done? Yo, welcome to Team Go Mode. It's your man Earl Batman Stringer. Now, it has been 117 days since I joined BG Wealth Sharing Group. BG is an investment advisory firm that gives their members 2 copy and paste trades every single day, giving these members the opportunity to earn profits on these trades. Now, when I joined BG 117 days ago, I also decided that I was going to document my experience with this opportunity, and that's exactly what I've been doing, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do.
Everybody in this scheme claims that they're just on YouTube and other social medias just to document their experience, you know?
With that being said, 3 days ago, the shit hit the fan when it comes to BG Wealth Sharing, because all trading got stopped. There was rumors of BG doing a rug pull on its members. Then it was a rumor that BG was hacked and trying to be taken over, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was compromised by someone or a group of people. So since then, the last 3 days as a BG Wealth Sharing member has been crazy, all right? Because no one seemingly knows what's going on. I came out with a video yesterday giving my opinion on what's going on. And in that video, I said, I believe, after everything that I've been seeing going on as a member in my different Facebook groups, on different Zoom meetings, I personally feel like BG was hacked. All right. And a lot of people feel the same way. But now, late last night and actually this morning, the new rumor in relation to BG and what happened to them is they got seized by the FBI, right? The BG website got seized, and BG is just not admitting it. They don't know what to do, so they're about to have to shut down. It's a wrap for BG. This is the new rumor that's going on. And somebody else,
not a rumor though, we're gonna get into all of that very shortly.
In BG, who I talked to, she sent me something of screenshots from a Reddit post where somebody was saying how BG has officially shut down. They were seized by the government and the FBI and all this, right? Now, maybe I would agree with that a little more if it wasn't for one little thing. Now, I want you to hear me out, okay?
Okay.
In the video I talked about yesterday, clearly I said I believe that BG was compromised, right? Because if you are a member of BG and if you were involved with Bond Chat, and Bond Chat is the actual, I don't even know what you call it. It's like the forum where all the BG members are, the BG management. This is where you get your trading codes, all that. It's on basically an encrypted message board called
very much like Telegram.
Bond Chat, right? Bond Chat's like the hub of BG wealth sharing, right?
Right.
So clearly,
which should have been the first red flag.
I can see this. They were taken over. There is somebody in there pretending to be Stephen Beard, the professor, right? There's people in there pretending to be leaders. There's people in there pretending to be in contact. That's clear. Like, that's a fact. You can look at the messages and see, like, shit is wacky over there on Bond Chat. No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think it's just Stephen Beard flipping out at what's going on, but sure.
That's undeniable. Period. All right? That shit's not up for debate. But here's my thing. If this whole thing is the FBI seizing BG wealth sharing, all right, let's say that shit real. Maybe it is. I don't know. We about to find out. But here's the thing. Okay, why would the FBI seize BG wealth sharing group and then go inside of Bond Chat and pretend to be the CEO of BG Wealth? Why would the FBI go into Bond Chat and then pretend to be admin? Why would the FBI go in?
Well, that's the thing, is that they would not, because they're not getting hacked. They're just getting seized and their funds are being frozen and they don't know what to tell the members. So they made up this lie. Quite elaborately, too. I mean, they put a lot of work into trying to prove that they were hacked, as we'll get into.
To Bond Chat and pretend to be BG leaders. That's the only thing I'm like, I don't understand. What would be the point of that? Or are people going to say, oh, it's just happening at the same time? BG was hacked, BG is doing a rug pull, and they're being seized by the government all at the same damn time. Is that what people going to say?
Well, see, they could be trying to do their rug pull and get more money with this 12% tax while they're being seized by the government. That's what we figured was happening.
Because the BG haters, you gotta, which one is it? Was BG doing a rug pull, or was BG seized and they got shut down, right?
Why can't it be both? BG Wealth is getting seized. They don't want to shut down. And if they do shut down, they want to shut down after a rug pull. So they came up with the 12% tax to try to get a bit more money from everyone, and it didn't go as planned. So now they're backtracking and they're trying to come up with a new way for you all to make back your money.
Just hacked. From a lot of the members' perspective, even my perspective, it just looks like they've been hacked and the hackers fucked shit up majorly, right? Because keeping it real, we have not traded since Saturday, which is in 3 days. So people are missing trades. People are worried. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real, people are worried. There are people that got thousands of dollars in their trading accounts, right?
There's people that sent their whole retirement fund to this thing, their whole livelihood. This scam is disgusting.
And the truth is, the BG high people, you know what I'm saying? The Stephen Beards, the real Stephen Beard, his assistants, his left-hand man, and
Why was that in quotations? Do you question if Stephen Beard is real as well?
woman that no one's really coming out with nothing. Now, I personally heard an audio in one of my Facebook groups from a level 9 leader in BG. And if you know anything about BG, a level 9 member, that's big time. Like, this is somebody who has a lot of people counting on that person. I actually heard 2 audio clips from that leader, and he said in the audios that they were compromised. BG was hacked, and you are not supposed to be paying no damn 12% tax. And that's another thing I just thought about. That's my little baby. Hey, Papa. That's another thing.
Doggy!
If they were seized, if BG was seized, their website was seized, then why would the FBI go in, seize them, and then come inside bond chat and tell all the members they owe 12%?
Why does these things have to be connected for you? Like why? Why couldn't it just be Stephen Beard and Alina now pretending that they got hacked because they're getting seized by the FBI and they don't know what to tell people? Like, I don't understand why it has to be the FBI now going in there and trying to extort people and Stephen Beard. That's weird. The FBI isn't pretending to be Stephen Beard. That's weird.
I mean, help me out. You know what I'm saying? You watching this shit. Tell me, how does that make sense? The FBI took over the website and they're like, you know what? Let's go inside this bitch and tell everybody we owe 12%. They owe 12%. How about that? We take the website, shut that shit down, but before we go, we're going to get 12% from all these dummies. That's,
oh my God, you're ridiculous.
Just don't make sense, right? But at the same time, until the leaders come out and say something concrete, we all waiting. I'm waiting just like all the other members. Even I'm waiting just like all the haters. I'm waiting. But my last take on it so far,
I love too how he said that it's the haters saying all of this stuff. When did I say that?
I'm still with the idea that BG was actually compromised. And I'm just assuming that the Stephen Beards and all the high up people, they're trying to figure out what the hell to do. They're trying to figure out what the hell happened before they go public. This is what I'm hoping. But guess what? Like I said yesterday, I ain't afraid.
Why would you be hoping for that? If they got hacked, all of your guys' personal information is compromised as well. And then that would mean that their websites don't have good security, which is very worrisome for all of you, since you put your wallets and send your ID and all of that through the bond chat. That would be worse than if the FBI seized everything, in my opinion. But anyway, what kind of Batman are you?
No damn YouTube. Whatever happened, I will come back to this channel and I will report it. I might be back tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Because one of the haters was like, you only talk about BG because it gets you views. Well, duh. But anyway, that is my BG wealth sharing update. Hopefully, we'll get some answers, some real answers in the next few days. So stay tuned.
Oh, and don't worry, we did. On May 7th, Batman here returned to his channel just as promised, in order to let all of us know.
It is official. BG wealth sharing was 100% a scam. Yo, welcome to Team Go Mode. It's your man Earl Batman String It Now. 100 and
now, I don't know if you can call yourself Go Mode anymore, now that this thing's in a standstill.
19 days ago, 1 day shy of 4 months, I decided to join an opportunity called BG Wealth Sharing Group. Now, BG was portrayed to be an investment advisory firm that gave all their members 2 copy and paste trades every day.
We know what it is.
And that this actually was working for so many people, I decided to give it a shot because I'm one of them people that's like, if I'm kind of iffy about something, the only way to find out how real it is if you try. Once I joined BG, I decided that I was going to document every day my earnings, right? And I would give daily updates on my trades,
See,
right?
that's the thing. They're told to document their earnings every day and whatnot. So this is how they promote.
And it was a cool thing. Everything seemed like it was going good. Like all my videos was like, every day I'm earning more and more profits, even though I was.
Yeah, and that's how it works in a Ponzi scheme. And you can always take your money out at the beginning. When we were first speaking out about this, we had a lot of people that were like, well, it's not a scam because I took money out of it already. And they do that so that you'll invest more into it. And then that's the money they steal from you.
Get these comments on my videos like, BG ain't real, it ain't legit, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, I was part of a community,
blah, blah, blah.
right, where people was making money. People was actually withdrawing money, putting it into their accounts. And I was now doing this and I'm seeing results, right? And I even did a withdrawal and put money back in my account. So I'm kind of like, people up here saying all this shit, negative shit, but like people I know is making money. I've made some money doing this. We got to ride this out and see where we go. Because no matter what, when I started this and start talking about BG on YouTube, I said I was going to share my experience no matter what, right? So if this opportunity was successful, I was going to show it. If it turned out to be whack, I was going to show it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So 5 days ago, I was actually on a team Zoom call about BG, right? So on this call, they was talking about, what's going on, who's making money and blah, 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 right? So after I was done with my Zoom call, I get a message from another girl who was in BG, and she texted me and was like, yo, you see what's going on with BG? And I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm on a Zoom right now. And then my sister had texted me and was like, yo, you see what's going on with BG? And I'm like, nah, right? So after I got off the Zoom and I was done, I looked it up and they were saying how BG is now charging the 12% tax on everybody's account.
Yeah.
Right? So my initial instinct was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. BG doing that rug pull shit people was talking about, right? This shit ain't looking good. So all day, everybody, BG members scrambling, everybody nervous and worried, everybody talking about how BG's a scam. But later that night, reports start coming out, rumors start floating around like, no, BG was hacked, right? BG some good people and shit. This is a good opportunity. It was just hacked, right? So because this was Saturday when this happened. So going into Saturday night and Sunday, the thing was BG was apparently hacked, right? So that Monday, I start putting out videos, going back to updates saying, hey guys, BG shit going crazy, but I believe they've been hacked. That's the rumor. I don't believe that they're doing a rug pull, blah, 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 right? I did stop trading that Saturday. I'm like, this shit, I got to figure out what's going on before I start trading again, right? So now Saturday was, people was like, it went from we being scammed to they've been hacked. Sunday, the theory was we've been hacked. Monday, it was kind of like we've been hacked, but wait a minute. More and more people are saying, nah, nobody hearing from the leaders. Nobody can hear from the leaders. Nobody hearing from the Stephen Beard, CEO. Nobody can hear from Gagan, which is this girl, which that's probably not even her real name. Her name was Gagan. She was like the mouthpiece for BG, always giving webinars and everything. All these people like disappeared. Exactly. So now Monday night going into Tuesday, I'm kind of like, damn, were we hacked? Or like, are we really being played? So then yesterday, all right, yesterday confirmed it all, right? I got a text, another girl, the same girl who told me about the initial issues. She had sent me another text, basically sending me the report from MSN.com showing how BG was a complete scam. It was like a $45 million thing. And then it was $150 million laundering. I mean, it was just a shit show, right? So once I saw that, clearly it confirmed BG was a hoax. It was officially a scam, right? Now, it sucks 100%, right? Because like most people that actually joined this opportunity, yeah, it gave you high hopes for, income opportunity, right? It was
Right.
super easy and blah, blah, blah. But
A little too good to be true. But what about all of the people that you brought in because of your YouTube channel and you're promoting, though? I mean, what happens now? Are you going to be apologizing to everyone for promoting this on your channel, letting everyone know not to join, taking down any websites you have promoting this, removing any videos? Like what's going on?
like I said, when I first started this, I put up money that I was willing to lose. Did I think, oh, this was going to collapse and all this? Of course not. Nobody who joined this thought that or wanted that to happen. But I was more thinking like, oh, I could lose this money off of some trades or some shit like that, right? Like they would mismanage my money. I wasn't thinking like this was a whole big scam, because that's what it turned out to be. And let me tell you something, for people that was involved with this, all the members, hundreds of thousands of people joined this bullshit.
Right.
And this was elaborate. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, looking back, everything hindsight, there was there were several red flags, but at the same time, it was very elaborate how, BG was presenting everything, and they were having their little conferences, and that Gagan lady was like, this Gagan lady, Gagan, whatever the hell her name is, she's one of the best actresses in the world. Like for real, she was. She put on them presentations, made you think, she did her job. She conned like no other, right?
Well, they're all conned.
And then it makes me wonder, because in the article, in the MSN.com article, they were saying that there were several actors hired. Like that's how elaborate this was. There were several actors, right, that was participating, pretending to be people that was successful in BG, right? And looking back, I'm like, damn, she was in on it, he was in on it, she was in on it, he was in on it. I mean, very elaborate, right? So, yeah, with that being said, I said if the shit was whack, I was going to say it was whack, right? I said I was going to share my experience with this opportunity, and I got to chalk this experience up as a bad one. It was. So many people, the shitty part is, so many people out there put a lot of money into this opportunity, and a lot of people put money in that necessarily they shouldn't have really put in, right? The people that I know personally, they all came in with money that they were willing to lose if something went bad. But I know of other people that's hurting right now, right? I mean, they put in life savings, and they did, raise money, and
And by you guys putting in money, you're promoting the scam, you're supporting the scam. So it's because of the money that you're putting in as well that other people are influenced to put in their money. And see, the top promoters in BG Wealth that are speaking out right now, calling it a scam, don't seem to fully grasp that yet, and how they added to the problem. There's a lot of deflection and, oh, I was just sharing my journey and now I'm here to tell you it's a bad one, and not enough of, I'm really sorry, that thing I've been promoting for several months, turns out it's a scam. If you joined it because of me, I want to apologize, or any of that, It's kind of sad to see.
Took money out their bank accounts and all this shit, just to be told like, nah, you ain't getting no money back. Like, we out of here. It's over,
exactly.
Right? So that is crazy, right?
Not really.
But somebody had left a comment on one of my videos.
It happens every single day. You should see all of the scams we find and speak out about.
And they were basically saying like, oh, yeah, this is a scam. I guess you're going to be on to the next one. Well, here's the thing. First of all, this was a 4-month experiment. This was a 4-month experience. I've been on YouTube damn near 20 years, right? I am an affiliate marketer, a network marketer, online entrepreneur. I create products and all kinds of shit, right? Got a fitness channel. So
yeah, but it seems like a lot of you guys have fitness channels and claim to create products, but then you're in other MLMs, like MLMs that you're not running as entrepreneurs, other people's business opportunities that you're promoting on your channel. And I just don't understand why you don't get that you're a promoter here.
I got to keep going, right?
Oh,
I got to keep going on to the next one.
So yeah, you're just going to keep scamming. You're going to go and find another MLM and attach yourself to that one.
Not the next scam, of course not. But like,
Sweetie, they're all scams.
there's so many other opportunities out there. I'm a part of other opportunities, right? This BG thing just, it took over a lot of content, right? Because I was so involved with it, and it's over now. You know what I'm saying? It is.
Yeah, you were so involved. So you might want to be careful with the FBI going after promoters.
What it is, right? So for all the haters that came in and was like, yo, this shit whack, this shit ain't legit, I can come on here and say, you were right. So to all the people that was in BG who had high hopes for this, just understand, like, keep going. You know what I mean? There are legit opportunities out there.
No, do not keep going. Do not find another trading opportunity or crypto opportunity. And do not join an MLM, because the chances of this happening to you again are very high. But it's interesting that Batman here has changed his stance. Now, Danny has covered him in the past, and he was a very big part of this thing and a very big promoter here on YouTube. If you look up BG Wealth Sharing on YouTube, you'll find all of his videos pop up. So I guess we'll have to continue to monitor him to see what scheme he enters next. I was hoping that, the people would leave this and not go into another one, but can't save everybody. As promoters who are willing to pay the 12% tax fee ran to their Coinbase wallets, they arrived only to find out the worst possible news. They were unable to pay BG Wealth, and then Coinbase sent them all a very important email.
All right, guys, it is official. I got this email today from Coinbase. It is an official email, as you can see right there. And yeah, pause if you guys want to read it, but I took some screenshots. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and read it. No taxes. You see that? You will not get it back. Oh my God, whoever paid the taxes or the fees, damn, I'm sorry, y'all, especially if you had that really big amount. And I was like, yeah, when they said taxes on unrealized gains, I'm like, I guess it's going downhill. And yeah, there you go, guys.
Yes, they warned everybody that BG Wealth Sharing was a scam and they would not let their platform be used to pay them. After this occurred, within 24 hours, the truth came out about what was actually going on with BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX behind the scenes. On May 5th, 2026, Zach, one of the biggest crypto scheme busters in the world, with over 1 million followers on Twitter and over 97,000 subscribers on Telegram, posted this amazing post saying, the 150 million plus DSJ exchange, DSJEX, BG Wealth Sharing Ponzi scheme collapsed last week. From April 27th to May 3rd, illicit actors laundered $92 million plus across chains to obscure the trail. I helped lead an initiative with Tether, Binance security team, OKX, and U.S. law enforcement that has since frozen over $41.5 million. And there is proof of this with a screenshot saying Tether freezes 38.4 million USDT on Tron 19, addresses blocked in single transaction. And it's showing a breakdown. DSJBG has been running since 2025, advertising 1.3% to 2.6% daily returns with referral commissions and rank-based bonuses. DSJ equals a fake trading platform. BG equals investment group. A fictitious CEO named Stephen Beard fronted the platform, while domains and hot wallets rotated regularly to evade law enforcement. Recruitment and fake trading signals was pushed through a group on Bond Chat, which is a Hong Kong messaging app. And he does a shout out to DSJEX and Behind MLM for early coverage of the investment fraud. I'm chopped liver. And here is a message from Stephen Beard in which he says, I must honestly say I've thought of countless ways to face all challenges and difficulties, but I never expected that I would fall victim to the hands of our own people. The past few days I've kept repeating, please be patient. The DSJ login issues, deposit and withdrawal issues caused by the market's boom are normal occurrences. BG Well sharing is developing, the team is expanding, and temporary adjustments and delays are situations every company faces during its growth stages. The market has been extremely busy recently, and I've been overwhelmed. Whether it's the BG Well sharing or DSJEX staff, everyone has been working late into the night to solve all the issues for you. Personally, I haven't slept for more than 30 hours straight. Poor dude. Here is a screenshot of the DSJ exchange showing some of the numbers. Here is one of their promotional slides and another promotional slide, showing what they do, which we've talked about extensively in the past. 13 regulators across 5 continents issued fraud warnings publicly about DSJ and BG. U.S. law enforcement seized one of the BG domains on April 23, 2026, bgwellsharing.com. And then, of course, there's all of the warnings and the dates that they were issued. Craziness. This is so validating. Here is the site being seized. We talked about my last coverage on this. On May 2nd, Stephen Beard posted a video claiming DSJ would IPO soon and demanded a 12% tax on account balances as part of the regulatory process. By this point, withdrawals had already been disabled. We've already watched the video that's posted, but here is Alina saying, according to the latest update from the DSJEX platform, due to recent online rumors and the spread of misinformation, the platform has attracted the attention of relevant regulatory authorities and is currently under review. During this review process, certain accounts were found to have engaged in non-compliant activities, including abnormal account behavior, unauthorized arbitrage, and tax-related issues. These findings have impacted the platform's compliance evaluation. As a result, the DSJEX IPO review process has been temporarily suspended. Regulatory authorities have required the platform to undergo a comprehensive rectification before the review and normal operations can resume. Unified rectification requirements. All users are required to complete account standardization and tax settlement within the specified time frame. The rectification period is 5 business days, May 2nd to May 6th Eastern Time. The required payment will be calculated as 12% of the account balance. Examples: account balance is $500, your payment is $60. Your account balance is $1,000, your payment is $120. And if your account balance is $5,000, your payment is $600. Users who have completed the payment should contact their team assistant to register their account information. Accounts that fail to comply within the deadline will be handled according to review requirements, including account restrictions or termination. All collected payments will be processed under compliance regulations. After the review is completed, the funds paid can be withdrawn normally, and users' financial rights will not be affected. During the rectification period, all DSJEX accounts will have withdrawals suspended. Funds from DSJ BG hot wallets were laundered through token launch swaps, bridging via Bridger's Butter Network and USDT, wrapping and unwrapping USDD, consolidating across hundreds of addresses. And then there's a list of the hot wallets here. Zach goes on to say, I traced $93 million plus in outflows from consolidations to multiple deposit addresses from April 27th to May 3rd, 2026. He has a bunch of the addresses here, and it says $63 million total received. And then there is this chart of the money moving. So if you want to take a look at that, you can pause this and take a look at it. It's kind of crazy. I performed a timing analysis to find withdrawals in located Solana Tron deposits to Binance and found matching Tron withdrawals and provided details to relevant parties. It resulted in $38.4 million frozen by Tether on May 4th, with another 3.1 million plus frozen at various services/exchanges. So we have another big chart here showing how it moved. And then here is a chart, and I'll leave a link to this post down below if you want to come look at everything. But here is a chart that basically explains every single deposit. And then this is a full list of the frozen addresses here and how much was in each one. While these Chinese investment frauds are obvious to most, they purposely target unsophisticated retail investors via social media. Reading through victim posts, many still seem to be in denial that they were scammed. If you were a victim of DSJEX, I suggest filing a police report in your jurisdictions, and U.S. victims can file an IC3.gov report. I rarely investigate Ponzi schemes myself since the cases lack sophistication and the work gets repetitive. This incident caught my attention while I was reviewing USDD contract flows for another case. The 150 million plus figure is likely significantly higher since the scheme has been operating since 2025, with thousands of victim exchange withdrawals identified. And then there was a whole bunch of posts here shared of people saying that their family is involved in this scheme. I did an entire live stream where we went through several of these posts, and I'll do another one in future, but you can pause to read them. And of course, Danny comes in and comments, absolutely awesome that we are all working together at trying to fight these scammers. Neat to be part of an amazing team of Avengers. So that was awesome. And Oz from Behind MLM covered all of this, and I will leave a link to that down below. And then today on May 6, 2026, this article was posted. BG Wells sharing operating from Cambodia arrests reveal. While BG Wealth Sharing continues to string investors along with daily updates that contradict each other, a clearer picture of the scam has emerged as a result of 2 arrests. As part of a multinational effort to tackle Chinese scam centers in Southeast Asia, the Shunda Park compound in Myanmar was shut down in November 2025. The Shunda Industrial Park in Myanmar was shut down by the Karen National Liberation Army, KNLA, as reported by Hannah Beach for the New York Times in January 2026. The scam center, Shunda Park, opened for business in 2024 with more than 3,500 workers from nearly 30 nations, including Namibia, Russia, Zimbabwe, and France. Some had been kidnapped and enslaved, but all had become skilled in the art of the online grift. When the scammers bilked $5,000 out of someone, they struck a Chinese gong. A $50,000 shakedown earned a celebratory pounding of a giant drum, then an offering to a Chinese deity, resplendent in his golden altar. Victims were not just lonely hearts or technologically timid retirees. Using generative intelligence and deepfake videos, as well as fraudulent businesses, websites, and financial apps, the scammers at Shunda embraced the long con and reeled in people from almost every demographic. Other than an unnamed Chinese boss handed over to Thai authorities, there don't appear to have been any other significant arrests. Pretty remarkable considering Shunda Park housed 3,500 workers overseen by an unknown number of gang members. 2 Chinese gang members were able to escape, and they were Huang Xingshan and Jiang Wenji. Xingshan and Ji fled to Cambodia, where they resumed operations. One of those operations was BG Wealth Sharing. a click-a-button app Ponzi launched in January 2025. As part of circumstances that are unclear, Xingshang and Ji made periodic trips to neighboring Thailand. Sometime between November 2025 and April 2026, Xingshang and Ji were arrested on immigration fraud charges in Thailand. On April 23, 2026, a U.S. court unsealed wire fraud criminal charges filed against the two. So here is Guang Xingshang, wanted for wire fraud. Him there. The FBI also seized 503 domains associated with fake investment websites, one of which was BG Wealth Sharing's original website domain. It is unclear whether Xingshang and Ji will be extradited to the US. Both remain fugitives wanted by US authorities. And here is Jiang Wen Ji, also wanted for wire fraud. This is what he looks like here. He also goes by Jiang Nan. Meanwhile, back in Cambodia, BG Wealth Sharing went on to collapse a few weeks later towards the end of April. Withdrawals were officially disabled on or around May 1st. From April 27th, laundering of cryptocurrency stolen from BG Wealth Sharing investors went into overdrive. A joint initiative between ZAC, XBT, US authorities, and several cryptocurrency exchanges has seen $41.5 million frozen, officially $50.5 million laundered since April 27th remains unaccounted for. The actual amount laundered is believed to be much higher. While efforts to secure funds stolen through BG Wealth Sharing continue, the Chinese criminal gang in Cambodia stalls by feeding investors daily baloney updates. Recent updates suggest a war might have broken out with a rival Chinese gang, but it's difficult to tell the smoke from the mirrors. BG Wealth Sharing's initial exit scam was a 12% fake taxes fee. While desperate victims paid the fee and suspect withdrawal proofs began appearing on social media, less than 24 hours later, the ruse was officially abandoned. On May 3rd, fictional CEO Stephen Beard announced on Telegram that BG Wealth Sharing and its bond chat communication channels had been hacked. And Oz shows the screenshot that I showed in my last video where he says that the company's not ending. BG Wealth Sharing's fake taxes exit scam was now unironically a purported hoax. And there's the latest message by Professor Stephen Beard again. Beard is believed to be a scam compound worker behind a deepfake AI face filter, a European with an atrocious UK accent, either trapped in Cambodia or working remotely from Thailand. Nonetheless, BG Wealth Sharing promoters have been able to and remain urged to pay the 12% fake taxes fee through BG Wealth Sharing's app. Meanwhile, a new Stephen Beard has appeared on Telegram. The second Stephen Beard insists everything taking place on Bond Chat, including the ongoing 12% fake taxes exit scam, is a hoax perpetrated by Chinese hackers. So here he is on May 3rd saying the hackers who accessed our Bond Chat and website are from China. Our developer is already working on a solution. Please just wait for my announcement. On May 4th, Alina, another fictional BG Wealth Sharing admin identity, claimed the hackers from China are already identified. The plot thickens. So here she is saying our website and Bond Chat account were hacked by hackers. That's who hacks things. These hackers are from China, but don't worry, our developer is working on recovering our website. These hackers from China are already identified, and DSJEX COO, Joseph Smith, will file a case against them with the police. In an attempt to provide further evidence, they were under attack by a rival Chinese criminal group, themselves or whoever. On May 5th, the second Telegram Stephen Beard offered up this amusingly fabricated extortion exchange. So here it is, and it says, "Hello, I am Stephen Beard, the founder of BG Wealth Sharing. Welcome to BG Wealth Sharing, and thank you for becoming a member of our BG team. It's a pleasure to meet you. May I know your name? To better assist you with the trading process, please provide the following information. 1. Your name. 2. Are you familiar with the trading process? 3. Your age. 4. Your initial deposit amount. 5. Your DSJEX account number. 6. Your referrer's name. If convenient, please provide your contact number. During any BG Group promotional events, if we are unable to reach you, we will leave you a message. All of the above options are optional and not mandatory. If you value your privacy, you may skip these items. Dear Professor Beard, things must be pretty rough with all that public pressure lately, huh? Feels like you can barely breathe? And he responds, yes, I understand that there have been issues with the DSJEX login URL and account activation recently. We are discussing this with DSJEX, and I believe it will be resolved soon. The person responds, LOL, that not something you can resolve. Now listen to me. I don't have time to play games with you. And 2 canceled calls. What? May I ask who you are? What exactly do you want? So then the extorter says, who I am doesn't matter. I'm in a good mood today, so I'm giving you 2 options. Listen carefully. First, package up all your members, detailed information, and send it to me. I'll have a chat with them myself. We split the profits 50-50. I'll make sure you get at least $5 million. So Stephen Beard says, what exactly are you implying? And the extorter says, second, send me $20 million every month and I'll let your project run smoothly. Otherwise, well, you've already felt what's been happening these past few days, haven't you? So Stephen Beard says, I believe there must be some misunderstanding between us. The extorter says, misunderstanding? I'm straight up extorting you. Well, at least he admits it. $20 million a month. I'll go easy on you. Keep acting tough, and I'll make sure you go down even faster. So how does that sound, Professor? So Stephen Beard says, I'm rather busy at the moment. I don't have time for this sort of nonsense. And the extorter says, ha ha ha, still pretending? Fine. Let's just wait and see what happens next. LOL. Morning, Professor. Sleep well? The noise out there's gotten louder today. How's that feeling? 2 more canceled calls. So Steven says, who exactly are you? And the extorter says, wow, losing patience already? It's only day 2. Looks like you've received my little gift. I'll give you another chance. Send over that member list and $5 million is yours. Or start paying $20 million a month. Your call. Steven says, I made myself perfectly clear yesterday. I will not engage in any sort of deal with you. And the extorter says, clear? Ha ha ha. Who do you think you are? People are already calling you a fraud in your own groups. Give it a few more days. They'll be dragging your entire name through the mud. Steven says, what is it you actually want? I genuinely do not have time for this. So the extorter says, what do I want? Money, $20 million a month, not a penny less. Otherwise, I'll keep escalating, put you everywhere, stir up your users, make sure you can't sleep at night. And Stephen Beard says, you are utterly shameless. I suggest you know when to stop. The extorter responds, stop? Hell no. I enjoy watching Professor like you get torn apart. Keep pretending, Professor. I'll check in again tomorrow. A bunch of exclamation points and then this smiley sunglass dude. And then the next day, morning, Professor, day 3, feeling like you're about to crack. Your people are turning on you. Feels good, doesn't it? 2 more canceled calls. Professor says, will you not stop? Do you truly find this harassment amusing? And the extorter says, oh, I do. I absolutely do. I love watching guys like you slowly fall apart. My bots did a great job yesterday, didn't they? How many people still believe in you now? Last chance. Send me the member data or start wiring $20 million a month. Otherwise, I promise you, by next week, you'll be on your knees begging me. Another canceled call. Steven says, I will not give you anything. You may abandon that idea entirely. And the extorter says, ha 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 ha. Still acting tough. Thousands are already calling you Stephen Beard the fraud, the biggest fraud. Your so-called quote-unquote family can't stand you anymore, and you're still playing the hero. So Steven says, you disgraceful piece of filth. A parasite crawling in the gutter. I would sooner burn everything to the ground or throw myself off a building than give a single penny to a creature like you. What are you exactly? A coward hiding in the shadows, sending bots, spreading lies like a wretched dog. The extorter says, "Whoa, finally lost it. That's some nasty language, Professor. Now that's what I like to see, desperate and cornered. Keep going. I'm recording all of this. Ha ha ha." 2 more canceled calls. Well, cancel and rejected call. Stephen says, "Go to hell." The extorter says, "All right then, we'll keep playing tomorrow. Try not to drop dead too soon, Professor. LOL." Although it reads like the Hamburglar trying to extort the Monopoly man, BG Well Sharing promoters are expected to believe this was an actual conversation that took place. The conversation is about as believable as logging into an app and clicking a button to receive free money. Oh wait. BG Well Sharing's fake taxes exit scam is set to expire on May 7th. As of yet, we're not sure if the original scammers will extend the deadline or just stop communicating. The second Telegram Stephen Beard hatched his new recovery scam on May 6th. Note, DSJ refers to DSJEX, a fake crypto exchange attached to BG Wealth Sharing. It says, "Dear members, thank you for your trust and support of the DSJ platform. We hereby solemnly announce, due to a serious merchant security incident of DSJ platform, the DSJ has officially terminated all cooperation with the said merchant out of a high degree of responsibility for the safety of members' funds and the stability of future development. We understand that some members have suffered varying degrees of financial losses on the DSJ platform. We will not evade or shrink responsibility for this. Please rest assured that the money you lost in DSJ will be led to you to earn it back through the newly BG Well Sharing Limited project. The new BG Well Sharing has been set up on the subdomain bgwsltdxs.dgy.1. The root dgy.1 domain was privately registered on April 30th, 2026. The new BG Well Sharing website doesn't use the standard click a button app Ponzi website source code. Cloudflare, presumably working with authorities, had begun flagging BG Well Sharing's daily rotation of new domains due to fraud. The new BG Well Sharing reboot has been put behind ultra.cc, the marketing name of /n Services Private Limited, for apps platform-based services. Contact details on ultra.cc's website point to a registered office in Singapore. It's unclear whether ultra.cc is aware it's being dragged into the BG Well Sharing Ponzi mess. On the money side of things, the new BG Well Sharing reboot is more of the same. So Professor Stephen Beard says, "I know many of you have lost to the old URLs, but because of the hacker they put tax, the company decided to make a new one where all BG DSJ members can recover their losses. The new URLs are a big return when you deposit, so I assure you will recover your funds." This was on May 6th. As you can see, there's a bunch of a VIP program for 10 days. You can buy different kinds, and that's what you would make daily. And then there's a BG Advanced for 3 days with all the funds there. And it says, "Seize this opportunity to recover your funds. This is the only way we can help you to get your funds from the previous BG. This project opportunity to buy is available for 3 days. Hope it will help everyone in this group. BG Wealth Sharing Limited. Create an account and start your journey to the new updated URLs." Then there's the URL there. Needless to say, whether BG Wealth Sharing investors pay the 12% fake taxes exit scam fee or sign up for the new BG Wealth Sharing reboot, any additional funds handed over will add to existing losses. As the power struggle between the rival Chinese criminal gangs continues, or elaborate ruse by the same gang to intentionally sow confusion, stay tuned for any updates. So that is all very, very interesting information. And it really says a lot about BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX. Am I right? On May 6, 2026, there was a press release from Governor Josh Green and the state of Hawaii, along with the Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs. Says, cease and desist ordered against BG Wealth Sharing Limited, Crancy Ilima Lucy Hupai, and Lagaya Joy Arsenas. Honolulu. The State of Hawaii Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, DCCA, Commissioner of Securities Tai Y Nahara, issued a preliminary order to cease and desist and notice of rights to request a hearing against BG Wealth Sharing Limited, Crancy Ilima Lucy Hupai, and Ligaya Joy Arsenas, formerly known as Ligaya Arsenas Buchasek, for violating state securities laws. State securities laws require securities to be registered with the state. The order alleges that respondents BG Wealth Sharing Limited, Hupai, and Arsenas, collectively the respondents, solicited and offered unregistered securities to Hawaii residents in BG Wealth Sharing Limited, utilizing a cryptocurrency platform. The respondents have held presentations throughout the state to solicit investments in BG Wealth Sharing Limited. The order seeks an administrative penalty of $50,000 against each of the respondents, totaling $150,000, in addition to a permanent injunction against transacting in securities and securities-related activities in the state. Anyone who has been solicited by, or who may have invested in securities with the respondents, or who may have information about this matter, is urged to contact the State Securities Enforcement Branch's scam line at 1-877-HI-SCAMS. That's 1-877-447-2267. You would think at this point the scheme has ended. The feds are seizing multiple domains and making arrests. Regulatory agencies are putting out warnings, and Hawaii has issued a cease and desist to its top influencers within BG Wealth Sharing. But Stephen Beard wasn't done. He needed this to keep going. I'm going to let Mr. Smith tell all of you what happened.
So, y'all gonna want to see this. It was a document that was shared with me, basically saying that BG Wealth Sharing and Professor Stephen Beard would basically compensate or pay for any of the losses anybody experienced in the event that the account was hacked. All of these different things. I'm going to read it verbatim so that way you don't just have to, go off of what I'm saying. All right, so here's the document. As you can see at the top, it says BG Wealth Sharing Ltd, Australian company, ACN number 686-266-704. Pay close attention to that number because we'll be using it later. It then says investment partnership commitment letter. Number 1, over the next 10 years, Stephen Beard commits to providing 2 signal analysis each day, ensuring that at least 1 out of 5 analysis is profitable. Participants must operate based on the trade analysis provided by Stephen Beard, adhering to the timing, direction, and specific amounts specified. Number 2, while following these trades, investors must comply with the company's development policies, maintain the company's reputation, and uphold the company's culture. Number 3, if an investor discovers anyone spreading rumors or disseminating negative information, they should promptly report it to the relevant parties to jointly maintain a positive investment environment. 4, if a user's DSJ exchange is hacked, resulting in a loss of funds for BG members, the team will fully reimburse all lost funds. Investors who comply with the above stipulations will receive a financial guarantee from BG Wealth Sharing Ltd. Scope of guarantee: if all 5 signal phases published by Stephen Beard are incorrect, leading to losses for members trading based on the plan, BG Wealth Sharing Ltd will cover all investment losses. And then it says, for and on behalf of BG Wealth Sharing, it says PTY Limited. And then you can see the stamp, and it looks like what's supposed to be maybe a fingerprint. Stephen Beard is what it's saying right there. And then it says, Australian company, guarantee company, BG Wealth Sharing Ltd, effective date, April 20th, 2025, all the way to August 19th, 2034. So here's the document. Now, I told you, remember the number 686-266-704, because I'm finna go where this number needs to be entered to see if BG Wealth Sharing is listed with them. So hang tight. Here we go. All right, so here's the site. The ASIC site, the Australian site, basically where you look up this number. And I'll click on down here at the bottom. As you can see, I've already searched it before. It says search now. Search ASIC registers for companies, business names, documents, and more. So I'm gonna hit search now. All right, perfect. So it says important. Anyone who offers you a financial or investment product or gives you financial advice must have an Australian financial services license. So that's first and foremost. They must also have an AFS license or be authorized by someone who is licensed. Make sure that the person or company you are dealing with is licensed by searching the ASIC professional registers search. The ASIC is transforming the experience for AFS licensees. If you want to run a financial services business, you can apply for an AFS. So it's talked about all of that. Now, this is what I want to do, point out and put in the search. So I'm searching organization and business names. And then the number. Remember, the number was 686-266-704. Because I want to test the validity of this document myself to see, okay, is this document, does it hold any weight? And what do you know? It says BG Wealth Sharing Pty Limited 686-266-704. It got the registration date. Everything matched. The renew date, the next renew date is in 2027. Status registered. And, you see the information there, and I believe you can view the document and things of that nature. Now, but they also said that anybody who's providing advice must also have the AFS. So I want to check this number and see if they also align with an AFS license, because this further proves if this document has any validity, based on my digging and due diligence. Okay, now here's the site to see if, the company has a AFS license. So as you can see, this is the Australian.gov site according to the domain, and it says ASIC professional registers search. Find information about a person or company if they are registered or licensed with the ASIC to perform a service. Be sure to check the details of what they are licensed to do, such as provide advice or offer investments. And it has some of the frequently asked questions, but right here in this box it says enter name, license number, registration number, ACN or ABN. The number that we have is the ACN. If you remember, you may have to go back, but it's the ACN number, and that number was 686-266-704. All right, double check, hit search, no results found. So based on that search, it appears that they're not registered with the AFS license, which if they're not, then that would make the document null and void. But let's go a step further, because it says you can enter the name, the license number, the registration number, ACN or ABN. So let's go ahead and just take it a step further and just go, okay, BG Wealth Sharing. We'll go LTD. No results found there as well. So let's take off the LTD. Let's just cover all bases and check. It won't hurt to check. So let's take off the LTD. No results found there. Now, on the original document, right under the stamp, it actually said BG Wealth Sharing Pty. And then it had limited spelled out. I just want to, check all bases just in case it's that specific. Still saying no results found. And the last thing I just do is just do the Pty alone just to see. Still saying no results found. So unless I'm doing something wrong, the document may be null and void if it doesn't have an actual AFS license associated with the company. Reason being, they said that in order for a person who's registered to offer whatever the financial services are, they must also have an AFS. So the document did connect on the registration page, but two things have to be true in order for the document to be relevant based on my knowledge and what I'm finding. Now, it may be some actual experts out there who know how to get down to the nitty gritty, get down to the bottom of things, but based on my observation and what I found, y'all let me know if I know some experts, some scam experts out there. If y'all know how to do a little deeper dive than what I did, then let me know if I missed something or if I was accurate in the no results being found for that document. Because the time is ticking in terms of when they say that things will be back to normal. I've decided not to do any more trades.
ASIC, the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, is Australia's real financial regulator. They handle things like Australian Financial Services, AFS licenses, Australian company numbers, ACNs, business name registrations, and corporate compliance. All of this is digital and publicly searchable. If you register a company or apply for a license via the ASIC, you get an email confirmation and a listing in the ASIC public register. That's it. No certificate, no props, no fancy paperwork. The registration Mr. Smith shows you is just the business name registration, and none of this legitimizes the company, as he stated and as we discussed during our first deep dive. Danny DeHeck and I had quite the conversation with Mr. Smith, and I'll leave a link to that down below.
I didn't contribute to that. So BG already existed before me, and BG members came to the page and found me. So a lot of the people that come there were already in BG.
All right, mate.
They were already in there, and I was just a voice of, reason.
Everyone on this platform, though, that speaks about it. Do you understand that your videos get most of the views?
Yeah. Do you know
what?
So, like,
Because of consistency. I'm just being consistent.
When the feds look at this, they're not going to be like, "Oh, I'm sure his intention was just to share his story."
Yeah.
They're going to say this guy still has all his videos up. He still has his website going. He seems to think he was only sharing his journey. We're going to arrest him.
Yeah, it's not going to work, mate. Look, if I search for the hashtag BG Wealth Sharing.
Hold on. Now, let me ask y'all this. What place are y'all coming from? Because
no, this isn't a deflection technique, mate. We're used to all these. We're just asking you basic questions. It doesn't matter if I'm Satan and you're God. You should be able to answer the fundamental questions. And that is, did you contribute to the growth of BG Wealth Sharing?
I'm cool
worried
with that,
about you.
I
You know,
too.
you got your baby there. You're obviously a dad.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to
If
see
y'all
you go
coming
to
from,
jail.
if you're coming from a place of looking out for people, then I can respect that. So I honestly came on the call because I'm like, okay,
No, mate. No, they can't say that, mate. Queen of Karma has just suggested that you delete all your content because you could be in danger from the... And you're saying that that's not a nice place? We're actually looking out for you.
Now, I'm saying, if you're coming from, I'm asking, this is me asking. If you're coming from a good place, then I can respect it. And I was like, okay, maybe Danny is more so. When you sent out a link and you said, okay, let him hop on, you were coming from that place. Now, if you were coming from a different place and you're trying to make me out to be something that I'm not, then that's a whole different thing.
It's really basic.
That's why I'm asking the
can we have a bit of a hug? Can we have a bit of a... Mate, no, I'm not going to let you carry on, mate, because I'm just saying you're actually twisting it. I'm not going to let you twist it, okay? You got to listen to me. We're actually looking out for you. You got a kid on your shoulder there, mate, and we're telling you that you should delete your videos because you are, as much as you don't want to, part of the problem. You shouldn't have been promoting BG Wealth Sharing. That's the end of the story, mate. And I'm telling you, if you want to save your ass now, you should delete anything off your YouTube channel and stop giving people advice about BG Wealth Sharing.
But he is no longer in BG Wealth Sharing. In fact, neither is Batman.
It is official. BG Wealth Sharing was 100% a scam.
In Batman's latest video, he even warns us of a new BG Wealth Sharing scheme.
People were saying, no, Bond Chat was hacked. Y'all need to come over to this Telegram shit. This is where the real Stephen Beard and his assistant, Elena, this is where they at. So what I found out is pretty much all of the Telegram groups related to BG are fake, right? Like they're all complete scams, right? And one in particular, once you get over there, it's like a fake Stephen Beard, a fake Elena, and basically they're saying, hey, we got a new platform. It's better. It's gonna be more money. This is where the new shit is. All you need to do is just join, and you can start for only $200. Just give us $200, and you could be part of the new BG, right? A better opportunity, right? And apparently, a lot of people actually paid this $200 just to find out there is no new BG wealth sharing group, right? So they just got potentially again, right? Because one thing's been consistent. I mean, it's all kinds of shit going on, all kinds of rumors about the 12%, the bond chat, the real BG wealth sharing group. But one thing that I've noticed that's been consistent is that there is no new BG wealth sharing group, right? It's those things that people are seeing on Telegram is complete bullshit. So people can do whatever you want. But if you are watching this and you are in the original BG and you see these telegrams and you think, oh, it's this new platform, oh, I'm gonna jump on, I'm gonna get in, you're probably gonna lose a couple $100. Now you do whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my opinion. So now when it comes to the original BG wealth sharing group, when it comes to this 12% tax thing, apparently there are a lot of people actually paying this 12% tax and a lot of people who refuse to pay this 12% tax to continue trading on their platform. So I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I have not traded with BG using their codes or anything for over a week. I still personally think this shit is just too shaky, it's too unreliable, and it still has those traces of scam shit just floating all the way through it. But with that being said, I personally know people who have actually decided to pay the 12% tax, and they are actually in the process of they actually started trading again on BG, right? More than one person, right? And they are actually, going through the motion. They back in business, right? So I'm curious to see how that play out. That's a decision they made. Hey, they do what they do. Like, I'm wishing them the best. Me personally, I just feel I'm a little weary about it. Just too much crazy shit has happened since last week.
Yeah, good job, Batman. Gotham City would be proud. Gagan Sarkaria put out quite the response video. And trust me, we'll be doing a full deep dive on her later this week. Stay tuned for that one. Right now, most of the top promoters from BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX are either hiding, deleting evidence, or paying the so-called 12% fee so they can keep the grift alive a little longer. And here's the reality. Federal investigators are actively looking for people to hold accountable. If you have a BG Wealth Sharing website, take it down. If you are promoting this and you show remorse now, the feds tend to be a lot more forgiving than if they have to come find you. If you were a victim of BG Wealth Sharing, Danny has opened a WhatsApp support group. I'll leave the link below. And if you need help reporting this scam to your local authorities, you can always email me at bethgibbons74@gmail.com. You're not alone in this. At this point, you have a choice. If you want to be a scammer, you can pay the 12% and keep recruiting. If you want to be a survivor, you can walk away and get support. All you have to do is reach out. We're keeping an eye on everyone who was involved, and we will follow them into whatever scheme they try to run next if we have to. That's not a threat, that's accountability. Because here's the truth. BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX have collapsed. The funds are frozen. The domains are being seized. Stephen Beard is nowhere to be found because he never existed. And once the feds finish this money laundering investigation, more arrests and criminal charges are absolutely on the table. So let me end this clearly, calmly, and without any sugarcoating. The feds aren't done. The investigation isn't over. And the next person they arrest could be someone who thought they were just helping. Don't make that mistake. Don't gamble with your freedom. Don't let a scam turn you into collateral damage. Don't be the one they take away next.